Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you may tell, I'm still wearing the clothes I wore in another video, which this video might actually come out beforehand. I'm trying to do a day in my life, and as I'm doing my day in life I have 2 or 3 other videos I want to film, so I'm going to be wearing the same clothes for a couple of videos in a row. But this is my first ever Meniere's disease video. I really want to raise awareness for it. I have written notes because I don't want to, I want to try and not get something wrong or mislead you into anything, by saying something that's not true. So Meniere's disease. So my brother asked me once, what is Meniere's disease? And I was like, I can't actually answer that. So I have done some research, and all my answers are basically, I've written then it's just website down on paper so I can tell it to you. So let's get into it anyway. Meniere's disease. What is Meniere's disease? Meniere's disease is a rare disorder that affects the inner of your ear and causes vertigo, tinnitus, hearing loss and pressure in your ear. It looks different for everybody. The symptoms are different for everybody. You tend to have a few of the symptoms at one time. It doesn't tend to be just one or the other. There's feeling of spinning and losing your balance and feeling sick or being sick. You're most likely to get Meniere's if you have a viral infection like meningitis, family history, fluid damage, allergies, issues with your immune system, a head injury, or it can be a combination of all of those. So it could be just one of those. Mine's my family, as far as I'm aware. That's what I was told anyways. So another thing is the attacks can come in clusters, or it could, where they happen a lot all in a short space of time, or they can happen spread out through the week or through the weeks. It could be spread out between weeks, months, years. You might not have a Meniere's attack for years, but when you have it, they can be pretty bad. The most likely to be affected if you're between the ages 20 to 60, and symptoms when you have them can last a day or two. So when you have a symptom, it would normally, for it to be if you're having vertigo, it has to last longer than 20 minutes for it to be classed as Meniere's. I think. That's just what I've read. I'm not sure if that's actually true. And after an attack you may feel extremely tired. I am actually going to do a video of, so this is Meniere's just in general. I'm going to do a video of what Meniere's is for me. If anybody'd like to see that, give this video a like and subscribe so you're here when I post that video. And if you wanted to know anything else, just let me know in the comments below. I'm going to do my hearing aid, because I've just got a hearing aid. I'm going to do a hearing aid video. I'm going to do my ENT video when I eventually go and see the ENT appointment. And I'm probably going to do, because I have Meniere's, but it's provisionally diagnosed, does that make sense? So I've been diagnosed by 2 doctors, but you have to be diagnosed by an ENT. So whereas the doctors are it's pretty certain that they're pretty certain it's this, you have to be diagnosed by an ENT consultant. I don't really know what the word is, but I'm going to call them consultants. You have to be diagnosed by an ENT anyway. So that being said, I'm not actually diagnosed, but they're saying that it's basically pretty much it's this. So we're just going. I'm medicated as if I've got Meniere's disease. I do have a load of the symptoms, but I'll do a separate video on that anyways. Going on to the symptoms, it's vertigo, you get unsteady on your feet, your head goes all weird, you feel like you're seeing double vision, you get nausea and sickness, tinnitus, so you get a ringing, a buzzing or a roaring in your ear, sudden drop in your hearing, which can I say is petrifying. Typically all of these happen at once when you're having symptoms of Meniere's. So I'll do a story about when I first had mine, and it was just, yeah, anyway. The progression of Meniere's. Early stages, you shall have sudden, unpredictable attacks of vertigo along with nausea and vomiting and dizziness. And later stages, vertigo happens less often, however tinnitus and hearing loss is worse. So, I don't have a clue where I am in stages of mind when I think about it, because I seem to have them quite a lot, but they're not, so I always have warnings about them, so I'm not sure where I am in the stages of mine. And then treatment. So medicine. I'm gonna have to put these in the name, like their names here, because I cannot pronounce them. Betahistine, which helps reduce the frequency and severity of attacks. I want to be on that tablet because when I have them, as I said, I have them quite often. Prochlorperazine, again, I can write it here, helps to prevent the nausea and sickness, severe nausea and vomiting. Antihistamines prevents mild nausea and vomiting. Hearing aids to help hearing loss. If it gets really bad, the sickness and the vomiting, I think one of these, I think it's the prochlorperazine, again writing it down here, I think that gets injected. It could be the betahistine, whatever. One of these are able to be injected, you use them as an injection, which happens if you're like super severe. I'm on the tablets. I don't know if I'd have to change at any point, we don't know. In rare cases, then there's obviously, you can have relaxing techniques, you can change your diet, low salt. I've written some other stuff in here, because like I found obviously some things that have affected me that aren't actually on the thingy. Low salt, avoid alcohol and caffeine, and there's one for me which I will add onto here, is chocolate. I can't eat chocolate, I'm allergic to chocolate now. If I eat chocolate I have a Meniere's attack, so that's sad times because Easter's coming up and I can't eat any chocolate. Balance training as in vestibular rehabilitation. Again, I will write the words down here if I'm struggling to say them. In rare cases, you can be hospitalised to have fluids pumped to prevent dehydration. So thankfully, I'm alright with that. Which is a new thing. I'm drinking a heck of a lot more because I have more attacks if I don't drink so much. So I'm really working on my fluids right now. What to do during an attack. Take medication as soon as you start having any symptoms. Sit and lie down. Close your eyes or fix on an object. Don't move quickly or turn your head quickly. If you need to move, do it in small amounts and slowly. When an attack finishes, you're advised to move slowly so that your eyesight can compensate for what the problems that are happening in your ear, if that makes any sense. I hope this video is going to be useful to you because I found it very useful to read about and stuff. If you would like to know anything else, that'd be great. I've got notes everywhere. There's a comment here that says distress is common in people who have with Meniere's, so you could become distressed because of the feeling and the sensation and everything that comes with it. In very rare cases, there is actually surgery available to control the vertigo. That's only usually if treatment fails. Other risks, you may need somebody with you at most of the time, just in case you need help during an attack. And also consider the risks before you drive, swim, climb ladders and operate heavy machinery. Do not drive if you're feeling dizzy or feel like an attack is going to come on. And you have to make the DVLA aware if you have sudden attacks. My attacks aren't sudden. I have a warning about my attacks. So there's probably I'm able to pull over if I start feeling dizzy, which I very rarely feel dizzy in the car. I feel like I have less when I'm up and going. Wouldn't drive if I feel dizzy, and I would let the DVLA know if I have sudden attacks, and I don't have sudden attacks, so thankfully I am thankful there. If you fly, you can fly with Meniere disease. Like, I want to go on holiday so bad. I think it's petrifying, the thought of going on a plane when you already have this weird feeling in your ear, and then obviously when the pressure of the plane when you fly, the thought of that is actually really scary. But it says you can fly. There is tips for flying. Get an aisle seat away from the window, because then you're quicker to the toilet. 2, you won't have like the vision like of outside, because people want to look outside when they're like flying. I don't know realistically if I would want to sit on an aisle seat. I don't know if I ever go on a plane, if me and whoever I go up with, like whoever I fly with, would swap places sometimes so that I can enjoy some of the outdoors. Sit away from the plane's engine. I'm not really sure how you can pick where you sit on a flight, but it's because obviously the rumble of the engine can make you feel ill. Drink water regularly, avoid alcohol, and you can request on your flights if you are having a meal to have a special diet, so it's low salt and stuff. Diagnosis. I do actually want to talk about the diagnosis. You go to your GP, or I did go to GP, but I went to a hearing appointment, and they basically said your hearing has dropped from this to this, and then in doing that they were like, you need to go and see an ENT and an audiologist. I went to see an audiologist and found out I needed to have a hearing aid. Then you go see an ENT, which I am still waiting for, which is where you get diagnosed, and they check for vertigo for 20 minutes or longer, short spaces apart of each other, your fluctuating hearing loss, which I have. I will show you my charts on my video about how it affects me, and you have to have your hearing loss confirmed by a hearing test. You can't just go, oh, I hear a bit less now. Like, they're not going to diagnose you with that. And then tinnitus and pressure feeling in your ear. So there is ways to get diagnosed, but you have to go right through the right channels, and it is a waiting game. There is a waiting game for how to get diagnosed. You do have to wait for ENT. I've been waiting for a long time, even though it was meant to be rushed. Thankfully, I have had my audiologist appointment, and I have had the medication for as if it is Meniere's, because they're basically sure it is. I just need more support with it. I need to know, what to do during an attack properly. Like, I know it's saying what I've just told you, but like, not really what to do with an attack. Like, can some people help me? I do need to have my ENT appointment, and I will update you all on that on my videos about how it affects me, and obviously I'll take you on this journey with me from now. So we are going to be doing a video on my hearing aid. I'm going to talk to you about the hearing aid, talk you through the app that comes with it, and I'm going to talk to you about what happened in my appointment, all that. The lady was lovely, so that was good. I hope you like this video. Hopefully it's not too long, and I hope you find it interesting. If you have any questions, just pop them up down below, or visit my Instagram, which I will pop here, and give me a follow and give me a like. Give me a follow, and I will put a question box in the story or something if I can. I have to figure out how to do that, or you could just write on one of my pictures. And yeah, well, thank you for watching. I hope you can like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be told whenever I post a video. And I hope to see you soon. Love you, bye.